We're back again with another action-packed edition of Sports this morning, reaching live from Channels Television Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. Thanks for joining in. To our viewers in Benin, Abuja, and to you wherever you are in the world watching us, we say welcome on board. Now let's talk sports. We've been quiet for a while because we saw some stability coming back to Nigerian football. But what's going on? Let's keep you updated. NFF drama series 37, long time coming. There is another letter from FIFA, but it seems this time around FIFA is trying to back out. They wrote a letter to Barrister Leonard Ikechukwu Igokwe. FIFA acknowledged receipt of his correspondence dated the 12th of January 2015. But let me just tell you the breakdown of that letter. It says, after a thorough analysis of the facts reported in that correspondence by Barrister Ike Igokwe, FIFA informed him that it seems to be an internal matter which does not come under the remit of FIFA. As a consequence of the above, FIFA is not in a position to intervene in this matter. So, finally, Nigeria, settle your football problems. That is coming from FIFA. We'll try to get you updated and then give you a copy of that letter. NFF Drama Series 37. We're keeping an eye on what's going on at the Glass House. Still, speaking of what's going on in the Glass House, what is really going on? The Super Falcons. What are the preparations for that team? They're getting set for the FIFA World Cup that will take place in Canada. It's 135 days to go, yet no word, absolutely no word as regards preparations for the Super Falcons. They're not in camp, no one is talking, and it's just 135 days to the kickoff of the 2015 FIFA's Women's World Cup that will take place in Canada from the 6th of June till the 5th of July. What's going on? Let's ask the Nigerian Football Federation that big question. And while waiting to ask the Nigerian Football Federation what's going on as regards the Super Falcons, the National Sports Commission, they have finally answered the Nigerian Table Tennis Federation. We can authoritatively tell you that the team will be going to Cairo for the 2015 IWTF Africa Senior Championships. Nigeria will be represented by 5 female teams and 5 male teams. Aaron Quadri will lead the pack. Remember, he was the best table tennis player in 2014. So it's appropriate that a champion leads the other players. So good ones for the National Sports Commission and the Nigeria Table Tennis Federation for ensuring that they give these players an opportunity to practice and stay in shape. Okay, let's quickly go international and let you know that we are waiting. Boxing fans cannot wait to see this fight between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather Jr. The waiting game continues. Pacquiao says, guys, I'm ready. We're waiting for Mayweather. Come on, Mayweather. We want to see that fight. Let's make it happen. It's now or never for Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather Jr. Now let's come back home. I'm sure a lot of boxing fans can't wait to see that fight. We all are waiting anxiously to ensure that all the dotted lines are signed and we'll see that big fight that we've been waiting for like forever. Back in Nigeria, we told you table tennis is doing big things. They impressed in 2014 and we kept on saying they need to consolidate. Though it's coming late, but the National Sports Commission, they have approved that Nigeria will take part at the International Table Tennis Federation Africa Senior Championships that will take place in Cairo. That tournament will begin in 2 days' time, on the 23rd in Egypt. Already, it's Nigeria. We've been trying to talk to some of the players, though preparations are not on point, but give or take, they're going to attend that championship. But we've been speaking to the president of the Nigeria Table Tennis Federation, Enito Waheed Oshodi. He's been speaking on a lot of things coming out of table tennis in the country. He's particularly concerned about coaching and, of course, the discovery and development of local talents. Listen to Waheed Enito Oshodi, the president of the Nigeria Table Tennis Federation, and I'll come back so much to talk about action-packed sort of sports. Please stay.
It's another chance for the Egyptians to take us on, especially after their loss at the Africa Top 16 here in Lagos. So we're really, really pleased about how things are going. But like I said, I'd mentioned our main problem, of course, is still funding. We're not getting enough funding from the government, but that is expected in every sport. So we'll be able to move on. This man don't finish my concentration.
Sorry. He says they are sweating. Well,
It's not.
Okay, that's a good one. Now we're looking at 5 years from now. We like the signs it's showing towards development. 5 years from now, how can we sustain development and make table tennis admirable again?
You know, I think this is the major question I get asked all the time. You know, we're coming up with all these new programs, training for our athletes, training for our coaches, all these brilliant ideas that, you know, but you need funds to sustain it. And that you can't rely on government alone. Like I said, the National Sports Commission does its bit, especially when we have to attend multi-sport competitions like the Commonwealth Games and things like that. But it's more important for our players to get onto the professional tour, and for that we need funding. Once they're on the professional tour consistently, 3-4 years, the difference will be amazing. So for that, it's the private sector. We're hoping to announce a good partnership with a major brand next week, just who will support us for the league. And for that is, if we get a long-term commitment to that, then we're assured that our players will, you know, get the best coaching, the best training. So for me, 5 years down the line, it's not a long time in terms of sports, because the players who we expect to be big stars in 5 years' time are already doing well now. Ojo Onolakbo in the female category. We have Tosin Oriba, Michelle Mandu, from Vivian from Cross River, you know, fantastically talented young girls. But again, the coaching is, we have to put it in place. So we're bringing Segun Toriola, hopefully after the next All Africa Games, hopefully will be working with us more on a full-time basis, the most experienced player this country has ever produced. So we need players like that, you know, to make sure they come back now. They're in their 40s, late 30s, early 40s. It's time they impart that knowledge to our players. Maybe a foreign coach somewhere down the line might be helpful. But you know, sometimes I know we have the talent here. We have the people with the brains here. We saw it at the Commonwealth Games. Their performance was, you know, fully coached by a homegrown team. So I'm confident that with the right funding, support from the government, and, you know, the board is doing a wonderful job. A lot of men and women making a sacrifice, you know, personal sacrifices to ensure the game doesn't die. But now, I think also with the help of the media, we seem to be conquering that. People are flooding back to the stadium to watch.
Wahid Anitoshud is the president of Nigeria Table Tennis Federation. Speaking of a whole lot of issues as regards the sport in Nigeria, he mentioned talent discovery and development. He gave attention to funding, that it is very, very important to sustain the development of the sport, and of course coaching for the country. It was refreshing to hear MC Segun Toriola will come in to assist in the coaching of the team. With the vast experience he has playing table tennis, he will bring some value to the sport in the country. Sports this morning on Channels Television, wherever you are in the world watching us, we invite you to be part of the program. I'm smiling because sports is so much fun, and that's what we're about to do now. And you can be part of the program. So much to talk about on Twitter with Channels_sports. Somebody wants to follow us, talk to us, questions, comments, and suggestions. We are waiting to take them for you on the program. And you can also send your comments, questions, suggestions to Facebook with Channels-sports. What are you talking about? We are taking a look at football in Nigeria. We are also interested in the development of table tennis in the country. Good one. It's heartwarming to know that the team will take part at the ITTF Africa Senior Championships in Cairo, and Nigeria will be represented by 10 players, 5 females and then 5 males. I told you Aaron Quadri will be leading the team to that one. So, welcome aboard. Tayo Salam joins us now. Tayo, good to have you on the program.
Morning, Austin. Great news this morning. But we were starting to get a little bit nervous as regards the table tennis team going to Cairo for that all-important Africa Senior Championship. But then it's good to know that now they will be there.
Yeah.
Actually, yesterday, the ATTF, that is the African body, received a record number of entries for the competition. A total of 19 countries actually will be participating at the event, which shows you it will be very competitive, and all the best African table tennis nations will be there. So it's good to see Nigeria will be part of the party as well.
Well, the National Sports Commission, they knew we were not going to stop talking about it. We want to know what is going on as regards sponsoring the team to the championship, and it's a good one that they will be going to the Africa Senior Championship that will take place in Cairo. Just to keep you updated on Team Nigeria that will be at the championship. The women's team, it's not a surprise because I keep saying it that experience is needed when, you know, talking about any form of sport. So Funke Oshonaike, yes, Funke Oshonaike is still part of the female team that will go to Cairo. Edem of Young is in that list. Cecilia Otuakpan, Janet F. Young. Remember that lady? She won the President's Cup, just concluded, and then Laide Atunuke. Tell a good one, but a lot of people will be asking questions. Why? Why Funke Oshonaike?
What do you mean, why Funke Oshonaike? Nah, she's still playing good table tennis, even though she's been around for a long time now. But apparently the authorities believe she still has something to offer.
Yeah.
Like you always say, sometimes you can't really discount experience when you're going into such major competitions.
Yeah.
Perhaps they just want a guidance, when the competition starts. So I really don't have a problem with it, as long as the guys in charge feels she's good enough to play.
And she's still fired up. She says she wants, and she doesn't feel like quitting at the moment. She wants to keep playing for her country. The men's team, of course, you know the name, Aaron Aquadri. He leads that team to Egypt. Esheun Ajetumobi, Kazim Makonjola. That's one local talent that has been consistent, and now it's paying off. So Kazim Makonjola is in that team. Jide Ogidiolu, he was with the team to the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. Ojo Onolakpo. We keep talking about that youngster and all the exploits he's doing for table tennis. That's Ojo Onolakpo right there on your screen. Just 20. Did so much in ensuring that Nigeria got bronze at the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. And then there's a final name that interests me also. Segun Toriola will be following the team, but this time around, player coach. So let's say, Tayo, a player gets injured, they can be sure they're covered.
Definitely, absolutely. They have a spot on right there. I know a lot of Nigerians will be surprised. Segun Toriola is still playing for Nigeria. I think there was this talk about him actually retiring after the Commonwealth Games, but then he's still around. Then what can you do other than to actually make use of his experience as well? So Segun Toriola definitely will add something good to the team in Cairo. Before we move on, I just want to talk about Kazim Makonjola. The guy, he was incredible last year on the local scene, arguably the best Nigerian table tennis and best on the local scene. So it's good to see him going for all these championships as well. He's going to get better from the exposure, and who knows it, in a couple of years he might just move on to greener pastures.